Hey guys, this is part 5 of the videos I've been doing called Memory Lane. Anyway, I'm sitting out here on the side of the road. As I said in the last video, today was not a great day. It has not been a good day at all. I mean, could have been worse, but it's just been a fair day. I've been dragging. I found out this morning, as I said in my last video, that my truck is not fixable, and that's tough. That's tough. That's a tough blow, because I just lost my Ford Focus in the accident, and I have another car that, there's something wrong. Well, there's the car my ex-husband's driving. I don't know what's wrong with it. Something's wrong with it. It's ready to probably quit. And then the other one that I was driving last year when I went to Pennsylvania, I don't know. I don't have no clue what's wrong with it. They can't figure it out. I've had it to the 2 different shops. And now it won't start. Anyway, at all. So I have no clue what's going on there. Anyway, so I decided today was going to be the day that I would go out and try to go back to Rembert Church, the Rembert Church Cemetery. And I've been out there before, and it's supposedly haunted, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go back out there again today. It's not too late. I did a few, I had to do a few things. They finally scheduled me for physical therapy. Anyway, I'll talk more about that in another video. But anyway, so I thought I'm going to go out to Rembert Church. It's supposedly haunted. I've taken pictures, and I have all those, but I figured, I'll go out there and maybe do a little video. Well, I have looked and looked and looked, and I followed my GPS, and if I remember correctly from the last time, the GPS did not tell me to go in the right direction. I think I had to kind of find it myself. Anyway, but GPS kept dropping out. I tried to follow it, didn't take the right turn. Anyway, I stopped at a Dollar General. I got myself a diet iced tea, and I have some crackers already. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to eat a little snack. I'm getting a little hungry, so I think I'll eat. It was too hot at Dollar General, so I said, I'm going to pull in some, just find someplace else to stop. I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so there's really no place to stop, just maybe like a churchyard or something. I pulled into one, but it was right across the street from someone's house, and I decided, nah, they usually, after a while, they'll be out like, oh, can I help you? And I don't want to be bothered. Today is not one of those days where I want to be bothered. Anyway, so I took another turn, because I'm going to turn around and go back and follow the sign that says Rembert. Anyway, so it was a nice little pull out right here. It was just on the side of the road. So there's a church here, and I don't even have to pull into the churchyard. It's just a nice little grassy dirt shoulder. And I thought, you know what, that works perfectly. So I pulled over. I drank my tea, which is starting already to get warm, because today's a hot day. Today's a hot day. It's like in the mid 80s today. So it's a really warm, really hot day. Anyway, and I ate some crackers. They weren't that great. I think I maybe had them a little too long, and the bag got kind of open. But anyway, so I'm here now, and I took some pictures of the church that's right here. There's no cemetery. It's just a church. So I took some pictures, and now I'm going to head back down Highway 15, US Highway 15, because that's what I come off of. And I'm going to head toward, my apologies. I got distracted. Some guy just drove by, and he was going really slow, and that distracted me. So I'm going to head back toward in the direction I come, towards the truck stop, because I'm not that far from the truck stop. I'm only maybe, 3 or 4 miles from the truck stop. Really, I'm not. It's like out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm not even that far, just 3 or 4 miles. Anyway, I'm going to go back towards the truck stop and see if I see the sign for Rembert, and if I do, then I'm going to take that road and try to see if I come into because it's actually Rembert Church Branch, or Rembert Branch Church Road, or something like that. Anyway, this GPS has not been working very good, so I'm going to go back and try to find it. If I don't, then I'll probably just find some stuff to take pictures of, and other stuff to take pictures of, and if I don't, I've got the last, not a video, but slideshow. Anyway, I will be back with you guys a little bit later. Hi guys, I'm out here at Rembert Church. I'm standing in the cemetery now. This is the site of the church and graveyard that's supposedly haunted. I'll come back a little bit later and give a background on the churchyard. But anyway, right now I'm out here. I'm standing in the graveyard and I'm gonna do some video out here. I finally made it. I finally found it. It took me quite a while, and as I explained before, my GPS kept dropping out. So anyway, I'm going to turn you guys around and show you a little bit of the graveyard, and then I'll go up and show you guys the church. The last time I was out here, it was winter time. It was back in January, so it was, you know, kind of dormant. You know, all the plants, they're not dead, but they're dormant for winter. Well, now it's kind of grown up. I don't want to stay out here too long. It says that there's surveillance out here, and I really don't want to stay too long for that reason. Plus, don't hate me, but I got out here and I had to go to the bathroom, just pee, and I decided that you know, here's something interesting anyways, and I decided that I really needed to go, which I know, like I said, don't hate me. I had to go. Nature called, and I was too far to get back to the truck stop. I drank that diet iced tea really ran through me. Anyway, so I just found a little bush over here, you know, and went. I'm not disrespectful. I don't go near the graves. I just found a tree or something, you know. As a matter of fact, there's my tree. Anyway, there's some, back in the background, there is some houses over there, so I didn't want to do it too close to the fence line because the people over there might be able to see me, and probably not, but I just wanted to be safe and be out here where I know no one can see me. Okay, let's go to the back of the graveyard. I'm approaching, I started in the middle of the graveyard, so I'm gonna walk to the back of the graveyard and then go back to the beginning of the graveyard. I have some pictures that I took. So I'll start over here, and then I'll walk over here, and then I'll stop the video for a few minutes, take some photographs, and then go back to about the middle part where I was, because I don't want this video to be too awfully long. It is a beautiful cemetery out here. As I said, when I first came out here, it was winter time, so everything was kind of dead, kind of dormant, and I think I stepped in an ant pile. Maybe not, but something's making my feet, I'm standing in flip-flops, so something's making my feet itch. Anyway, you can see the church in the background, but when I go back up to the front, I will take you guys over there. Oh, and I can see the road from here too. I see a truck going down the road. Okay, be back in a second. Okay guys, I'm back in the middle part of the cemetery now, more or less. It's kind of where I left off. Anyway, I'm not sure this video is going to be quite as good as the one facing in the other direction, because this part of the video is facing west, and the sun it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so the sun's starting to go down just a little. Oops. I hate doing that. Apologies, I don't like to put my finger up there. I did. But the last time I did that, I started the video all over again, and I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to go with what I got. Can't stay out here too long anyways. I feel like I'm going to have to go to the bathroom again, and I'm not going to do my business in the graveyard again. That's probably disrespectful, but not too disrespectful, considering I did it behind a tree and not anywhere over here. I've got dirt in my flip-flops too. I checked Dollar Tree when I was there, but they didn't have any flip-flops. Anyway, they said there's surveillance cameras out here. Oh, that's probably not a good thing. I'll be long gone probably by the time anyone gets out here. Anyway, I can't imagine what they would have mounted it to. A tree? Must be waterproof. Yeah, that part of the video is not going to be good. It's facing the sun. Ooh. A lot of Rembrandts buried out here. I guess that's why it's called Rembrandt Church. These must be the founding fathers of the church. Darn it, I think I stepped on an ant or something again. Okay, I'm making my way back up towards the front of the church now. Oops. I can get a better view of the church, but I'm going to go back to the lot closer to it to get a better view. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, that video's not going to be so great. Lloyd. Probably some Irish descendants in here too. Oh, here's a nice little statue over here. Okay, there's that nice little statue. And here's facing east into the cemetery. So I was able to get some good photographs over in that direction, not facing the sun. And it's not so bad right there. Sun, now I'm facing the west, but it's not so bad. And here's a better picture of the church. This church, by the way, is no longer in service. At least as far as I know, it's not. There's really no place to park out here, so. Looks like they spelled McFadden differently back then. McFadden. Like I said before, a lot of Irish in here. Maybe. At least according to that, McLeod. I don't know about these others though. Oh, that's a nice photo. Oh, that would make a beautiful photograph right there. Okay, I had to stop and take a photograph. I think it actually took a I actually think it's doing a better video than a photograph. Anyway, again, facing in the east, looks better that way. Okay guys, I'm up here at the church now, and then pan you guys around. Now here's the front view before you get into the cemetery. Okay, we're back to the front view now, or side view rather. I'll take you up. Oh yeah, that's not going to be a good video there with the sun shining. I want to get a front view, front facing view. Okay, here's the front of the church. Okay, here's the front of the church. Let's make our way to the side. I'll get my car in the background. I don't like that. It's just not useful in the video. And then you can get one more view from this side. That's really pretty right there. And as you can see, it goes over into a field right there. And there's houses way over there. Matter of fact, I can see some cars over there. You probably can't, but I can. Okay guys, here's the other side of the church. And then of course, panned out, there's again the nice view from back here. This really is a beautiful old church. And here's the front of the church. I mean, not the front of the church, but the front, all the trees and stuff that's actually in front of the church. Again, a beautiful area. I can't remember how far back this church dates. I'll have to look it up online. Hi guys, I'm back out here at the very front entrance to the church. Anyway, sun's right behind me, so it's pretty bright, I'm sure. So let me turn you guys around. Alright, there you can see it. Let's do it down a little bit. There you go. Rembert Methodist Church Cemetery. And as you can see, there it is. And right over here is the South Carolina Rembert Church. It says right here. And it says, site of camp meeting where Bishop Francis Asbury preached. First service held about 1786. In 1834, Caleb Rembert deeded 8 acres to 9 trustees for the use of the Methodist Church. John A. Colclough gave an adjacent tract of 2.5 acres, and soon after, the present church was erected. From 1800, noted ones From 1800, noted ones have selected cemetery as last resting place. Okay, older than I thought. And here's some beautiful flowers. And then here's the road out here, and of course, across the street. Again, here's the entrance to the church. I hear someone driving down the road. Hi guys, I'm just leaving Rembert Church. It felt really, really good to find the church. I've been meaning to get back here for some time. I meant to come back even before the accident. So, and I had planned that, but then, you know, things happened. I had to go back to North Carolina on business. So I didn't make it back, and I really wanted to. In fact, I was planning on doing that after I took care of the business in North Carolina. After Charlotte, I was planning on coming back here to, you know, to do a video and revisit, you know, especially being springtime. But that just didn't happen, not right away. If it had of, I'd still be in my focus. Anyway, I'm not, so that's past. But anyway, I'm getting ready to leave here. I've walked around the church a little bit more, and it's a very old church. As a matter of fact, there's still an outhouse standing, so yeah, that shows how old it is. Anyway, I stopped the last video. I just didn't want anyone stopping. Today was one of those days I don't want to be bothered by anybody. I don't want anyone to talk to me. I don't want anyone to bother me. I don't want anyone to ask questions. I just want to be left alone, because today was not a great day. Find out my truck is not fixable. Just a bad day. And so this really kind of helped to change it a little bit. Feels good. It's a little after 6 o'clock, so I don't have a lot more daylight left. But I'm going to leave here and, excuse me, I'm going to leave here, and if I find anything else to take pictures of, I already took a picture of another church and some trees and stuff, but it's not that interesting. But, you know, it felt good to get out and take pictures. Taking pictures really relaxed me. So, anyway, I'm getting ready to leave here, and if I find anything else, any more graveyards to take pictures of, because I actually really like graveyards. Sounds morbid, I guess, but it's really peaceful. That's what I like. When I get back to my stop, I was planning on leaving this area tonight and going to a new area, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's already 6 o'clock, and I've been dragging all day. Today's just been, you know, kind of a draggy day. It's just not a real good day, so I'm still dragging. So I'll probably end up back at the truck stop that I was at last night. I'm still debating on whether I want to go to Food Lion or just eat some tuna or whatever. Anyway, I'll touch base with you guys a little bit later. Right now, I don't have a lot of daylight left, so I'm going to leave. If I find anything else to take pictures of, I will take it and include it in this video. Hi guys. Here's a slideshow of Rembert Church that I'm actually still at. Anyway, I haven't left yet. I like to pull everything together, kind of put it in the order so everything's kind of in order. Anyway, here is a slideshow here's the slideshow, the pictures I just took of Rembert Church. Following that will be another slideshow. I will include both of them together. And the second one is when I took pictures the first time when I was here in January of 2021. here's just a little slideshow, pictures I actually took of the graveyard. Hi guys, still at Rembert Church. Anyway, here is a short, like little video slideshow, pictures of the area around the church. Hi guys, here's some pictures, slideshow of some pink flowers I took at the entrance to Rembert Church. Hi guys, I'm here at Food Lion and I'm getting ready to wrap my day up. But first I'm going to give you a little bit of background on Rembert Church. I couldn't find much information about being haunted. I found one little snippet online where people have reported seeing flickering lights and hearing singing coming from inside the church. But other than that, I really couldn't find much. The church has been out of commission since 1962 when the Methodist congregation moved to a new location. I don't know where. But as far as the lights, well, I'm sure at some point it did have power since it was in service up until the early 60s. But as far as power, you know, I don't know when they reported this, but I'm sure it's been in the last 15 or 20 years. So I don't know about that. I didn't feel anything when I was at the church. It seemed peaceful. It seemed quiet. I did feel a little eeriness to it, but it's a very old church. I mean, you know, it's very, very old. The property's very old. The church is very old. So it could just be, what I'm picking up on could just be the fact that it is a very old church and the property's very old. It's a very old area surrounding it. Plus, I knew I had seen some stuff online about being haunted. So, you know, that I could just be picking up on that and overactive imagination. But other than that, it seemed very, very peaceful. It was a very, you know, in fact, I very much enjoyed it. It was one of the best parts of my day. Since my day didn't start out really well, this was a great ending to the day. It really was. I wish I had had time to find some more things to take pictures of, but I couldn't. It's already 7:30. It's going on 8 o'clock. I'm getting hungry. Those crackers I eat didn't sit too well with me. But anyway, I'm down here at Food Lion, and I'm going to go in here in just a few minutes and probably get me some potato salad and some coleslaw. That's what I had the other night. Maybe tonight I'll get myself a little bit of macaroni salad. I don't want a lot, but I didn't really want to eat tuna. I had just had tuna last night with a few grapes and a few crackers, and I wanted to do a little something different, a little better tonight. Other than that, the first half of the day was not great, but the second half of the day turned out to be okay. It turned out to be pretty good. As I was driving, after I left the church, I was thinking, you know what, I'm alive. It's a beautiful, it actually was a really beautiful day. Sunny, warm, not really hot. I mean, well, it was hot, but it wasn't like smoldering hot. But it wasn't bad. It was a good day. It was sunny, you know, and the sun was going down, and it's just really, it was really a gorgeous day. I wish I could have enjoyed more of it, but I had a lot of stuff this morning to do and to take care of, so I didn't get to that. I mean, I didn't get to, you know, getting out earlier and taking pictures. The stuff I took care of. But anyway, I've been meaning to go out to Rembrandt Church for a few, you know, like before the accident. And then since I've been in this area, I've been meaning to go for a few days, and I just haven't. So after I get my food, I'm going to head back to Food Lion. I mean, not Food Lion. After I get my food in Food Lion, I will head back to the truck stop and settle in for the night. I know I did a video, I think, yesterday, and things have been, you know, today wasn't the greatest day with the bad news. I haven't been sleeping I mean, I've been sleeping, but I haven't been sleeping as good, probably, as I should. I haven't found a really good way to sleep in this car yet. It has a very small trunk. I was gonna, like, kind of make a bed, you know, and put a mat down, make a bed into the trunk, but that hasn't really panned out too well. It has a very small trunk, actually. Anyway, so I'm still trying to figure that out. And as I said in an earlier video, I did put a comforter on the seat last night, and that did help. That did make it a little more comfortable. I wish that the passenger seat had a lot more lumbar support. That's where I sit at night when I want to watch TV, and lately that's where I've been sleeping. But anyway, it doesn't, so I'm kind of out of luck. Anyway, I actually think the driver's seat sleeps a little better, but as I said in another video, I don't like adjusting the steering wheel constantly, so it just works out for me to you know, be in the passenger side. And I can just put my comforter there. Now, this morning I removed it. I didn't want to leave it there. It's like pink, and I didn't really want to leave it. I thought, look, because I got seat covers on the car, and that's another thing. I wish I could keep the seat covers from sliding, but they're leather, so I haven't really figured anything out there. I did put the non-stick shelf liner. That pretty much works, but I mean, it doesn't work as well as it should. It does help, but it's not a fix. Anyway, better seat covers maybe, a little more research. Not sure on that. Next step, I'm not sure. This video is basically memory lane, so I'm not going to go too much into my next step. I do know that I want to try to get a battery in the other, my other Taurus, the one with 130,000, the one that they couldn't figure out, see what's going on with that, and see if there's any way to maybe fix it, because that would definitely be a backup car. Today I went in to see, obviously I went in today to remove the insurance on my truck, and then I thought, okay, you know, I don't really need the insurance on the other car either. It's 5 cylinders, you know, my ex-husband's driving it. It's about gone too. But when I did, it actually increased my premium. It would have increased my premium from like $1,000 or $1,033 to $1,220. Now, that would have been for one vehicle. That's one vehicle. That's for a year. So I guess not so bad. It's for a year. But I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, because having the second car keeps my premium, which is a 2002. I don't know about the 2006. It would probably be more, but the 2002 keeps my premium at $1,033. Now that's of course liability only on the 02. Now this particular car, the premium, that's with full coverage, you know, comprehensive and collision. I'm not taking any chances. I absolutely am not taking any chances. If something happens, I get into another accident or a fender bender or anything, I want this car fixed, definitely. With a $500 deductible, usually if it's just a fender bender or something, you end up having got to eat that, not fixing it. It's happened to me before. That happened with my '06 Taurus about 4 years ago, which I kind of think that might be part of the problem. After I was rear-ended 4 years ago, it started developing electrical issues, which it didn't have before that. So anyway, this is a whole other story, and I don't want to get into a long, drawn-out story on that. Today was a good day. First, I didn't take the pictures I wanted to take. I only got to Rembert Church. Well, first I stopped and ate my little snack by one church. Well, I stopped at one church, and I talked about that. I stopped at one church, but that was like, anyway, so I didn't get the pictures of that church. Maybe tomorrow I'll go back and get some pictures of that church, because it was a beautiful church too, and beautiful grounds. Anyway, so I stopped at the other, just on the side of the road on the other place, at the other place, got a couple pictures, and there's a slideshow in there of that. Right after my first video. Anyway, and then I went to Rembert Church, took me forever to find it. Anyway, a second time. I've been to it before, but it took forever to find it a second time. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to go into Food Line, get my food, and head to the truck stop and settle in for the night. Lately, I've been watching a lot of horror movies. Well, not just horror. I've been watching horror movies and some action. I'll watch the horror movies first, and then I'll usually settle for something else, like a drama or an action movie, as the last movie I'm watching, so that I don't have all that stuff on my brain. Because if I'm watching, like last night, The Ruins, it was like, or Swarmed. I think I'm going to watch that tonight with killer bees or something, and I don't really want to go to sleep with all of that on my brain. So I usually watch a horror movie, or maybe two, it depends on how early I start. I'm starting early tonight, so I usually watch maybe like a couple horror movies, and then maybe then an action or a drama. Or I might watch a horror and then a drama or action, and then maybe an episode of House or something, or Law and Order UK. For some reason, I love Law and Order UK, but for some reason, I always get really sleepy and go to sleep on it. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I still got to finish up American Horror Story, but as I said once before, it amps me up too much to watch it. I've been watching it as the last show I watch of the night, and it's just amping me up too much. So a couple nights ago, or a few nights ago, I decided to watch, I think, Law and Order UK one night, and I watch House another night, because those don't amp me up. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. It's been a good day, and I mean, it didn't start out as a good day. It really wasn't. It wasn't the greatest day, and I was dragging, but it got better. It got better. Once I found the church, it was very peaceful. That really, really helped. Finding the church and being able just to take pictures, that really, really, really helped. So anyway, I'm at Food Line. I'm going to get my food, and then I'm going to go to the truck stop, eat, watch some movies, and settle in for the night. Thank you for watching. Have a good night or good day. God bless and peace.